How is it going, everyone? And welcome to another episode of Real Talk. We are your host, Kyle Spencer, and
Brother Henry. We
Or-
about to do some real talk.
or Henry Roman.
Oh yeah, that's me too. What's my stage name?
Tonight has been chaotic, and I'm having all kinds of issues here. All right, there we go. So thank you guys for jumping on, and once again, Pastor Kyle and
Henry Roman.
And we are excited about the conversation tonight. If you looked at the name on your screen, it actually talks about excitement, and it would not be appropriate to not be excited. Nah. We just got done with our 5-week series on Drive. I encourage you, if you didn't get to watch all of it or listen to all of it, go back and watch those videos over the last 5 weeks. You can find them on YouTube, and you can also find them on our Facebook. But it was a great time to go through all those topics and dive in a little bit more. I would really love to dive more into them even so, but
a little bit deeper.
Yeah, and because I feel like we didn't even hardly hit like the tip of the iceberg with them.
Yeah, something we're gonna definitely have to revisit because there were some really good conversations.
And we have some other individuals that want to come on and want to join us in future videos. So I am excited for that once we make those connections and set some time and dates up. Also remember, check out our website for any future uploads, previous uploads. If you have any prayer requests, we highly encourage you to go there and go to our request prayer page. And I don't even know why. I got this new toy, and I should be writing this stuff down because
you could.
I could because
I'm sure you could do that.
That's what this is all about, and I found out that I can do some X's and O's here, and then this guy is gonna go in here.
I was just about to say that. It looked just like a football thing.
And that's the play.
And I'm tackled, sacked again.
And this is Henry.
Oh jeez.
It's an amazing tool, and I'm extremely excited to have it.
I can tell.
For all of the wrong reasons. I should be an adult.
Yeah, right.
And be responsible with the power that was given to me. However, I am probably gonna be a child and just sit here while we're talking and draw.
I plan on never being an adult.
And draw on the screen.
Adults are prunes.
Ain't that the truth? And I know a few.
Well, I can be one of them too, so I guess I might want to shut up.
Yeah. And I feel like I made a mistake here.
Poor guy.
We are having a issue
I see everything just fine on my computer.
You see everything just fine? Because
Yeah,
my computer is
look.
saying that we shut down.
See?
Yeah. For some reason, um,
Your computer's not a smartphone. No, I think we did we? No. It's still going. It's saying we're still live. See? You already messed up with your technology. You don't even know we are alive.
well, I know I'm alive. That has nothing to do with it.
Are you sure?
I think we shut off on Facebook.
No, I'm watching on Facebook.
No, you're not. Can't be because I'm not live on.
Oh, maybe I'm on YouTube.
You're
Yeah.
on YouTube. Now we're live. That's upsetting. Well,
Why you gotta be
anyways,
upset?
for some reason, for those of you that are just joining us on
Yeah, I just see the
Facebook,
notification.
we had some technical issues. For some reason, it created a test stream and not a actual live stream. Luckily, we recorded it. We'll repost everything that we just discussed. You didn't miss anything. I was playing with my new toy.
Yep.
And drawing on the screen. It was a great time.
So you say.
You know what? Nobody asked you, anyways. Anyways, we're still live, right?
Yeah, that I see. Well, I'm watching it on YouTube.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're live, guys. I don't want you guys to miss anything or any other issues to happen while we're.
I think you being paranoid. Did you rob anybody before you came here today?
You know, we got here and everything that could have been going wrong once we got here just was. And it was kind of one of those days. I'm not even gonna lie. This is real talk for a reason, right? I wasn't all in.
Oh, really?
On this today,
Really?
I have a busy weekend ahead of me. I wanted to sit at home and
you couch potato.
Yeah, basically do nothing. And Henry talked me into it. He's like, man, you better get over there. I'm on my way. And no, it wasn't like that.
You get in line, son.
He was right there behind me. Like, he was ready to grab the pillow. That's going to drive us into tonight's topic, which is passion versus excitement. Ooh, I get to write that on the screen. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Look, Mama, I got a new toy. And it's not like my old toy, because it's a new toy. And I can write on the screen and everything.
Bam! Passion versus excitement. You can't see because Henry's white jacket, but it's on there. So, you know, this is really cool.
You're going to sleep with that tablet tonight, aren't you? I know it. Becca, move over. I don't have room for my tablet.
Yeah, right? But, you know, so tonight we're going to talk about passion versus excitement. And the reason why is during our drive series, again, go back and watch it if you haven't. Mm-hmm. You can access it on 1dcc.org. And I highly encourage you to head on over there and rewatch it and kind of get familiarized with some of those topics, because we're going to cover some of them more in the little future, and kind of dive into them a little bit deeper. Yeah. But the very first topic we talked about was on passion, and developing a passion for something, and why it was important to have passion. And I've caught myself in this rut a lot of times where I feel like it's a passion that I have. And having my hands all over things as far as hobbies and career choices and wanting to learn new things, I have caught myself being excited about things and mistaking it for passion.
Wow. Didn't think about that.
And I think a lot of us run into this is we have an opportunity that falls into our lap, and it's an amazing opportunity, and it sounds great. And if we put it at as far as um, say a career opportunity where we have money being thrown into our lap. Man, you're gonna make 6 figures on this, and it's minimal school, 50-50 work from home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
get all your little boxes checked.
This isn't something that you really have a ton of experience in, but we think you would be a good fit for the job. Most of us would be like, heck yeah, I can't wait to start. I can't wait to dive in
right now.
And how did you know that that's something I wanted to do with my life?
Yep.
Because we get excited about the opportunity. And even when we start the job, we start off hard. And we throw everything that we have into it. And within 6-8 months later down the road, all of a sudden,
almost burnt out.
You do. You get burnt out on it because you're treating something that you're excited about like your passion, and it's not a passion. For the longest time, like I had a passion for music. And I still got burnt out on it. But I think I got burnt out on my passion for music because I was treating the other things that I was excited about in life as my passion. And I was neglecting putting my energy into my passion.
That happens to a lot of people where they, it could be like, say in a dating relationship. You can get all excited about, oh man, this new girl, man, I talked to her and everything was amazing. We went out, get coffee and all that. But you might not even be compatible at all. It was just the excitement because, this young lady is the new thing, and you get all enthralled in that when now maybe you're neglecting the other things that are pressing. Like, do we even believe the same things? Do we want the same things? So that can play itself out in many other things. So, you make a good point that you can have something that you're really passionate about, but those excitements can be tweaked, made to be a temporal passion, and then now it dissipates what you really, really, really desire to do. To what now I'm just tired. I'm just burnt out. I don't even want to play that guitar anymore. And you're like, what happened? I was so excited about guitar like last month. And, now it's like a secondary thing. Or a thing I don't even pick up.
So how do we know the difference?
Dude, that's the rub. That is the rub. It's a hard thing.
So there's a lot of conflict when it comes to doors being opened. So I'm going to go down this road for a second. We always hear in church and in other circles, well, sweetheart, just allow God to open the doors and close the doors in your life. And that's so much easier said than done. And I'm going to probably offend some people when I say this, and take it for what you will.
I don't have any pearls to clutch.
This is Kyle 101. This is not the Bible per se. But so many times we get caught up in, well, I'm just going to sit here and wait for God to tell me what flavor ice cream I should get.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and wait for God to tell me what college I should go to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit here and wait for God to tell me what job to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not by no means saying that God is not capable and that God does not do that. However, sometimes we get so caught up in the lack of decision making that we pass the burden onto God. Versus if you are prayed up, if you are in God's word, you will make the right decision.
And not only that.
And why? Because you already have a relationship. For instance, when I was younger and my parents taught me things, my dad did things with me. My grandpa did things with me. When it came time for me to start building things, for instance, out of wood, I didn't have to sit there and be like, you know what, I should call my grandpa and ask him what kind of screw I should use. Why? Because I had been around my grandpa. I knew that he would have told me, drill a pilot hole.
Right.
He would have told me, all right, create a countersink.
Yep.
All right, now take your screw and screw it in. And I already knew the steps that I needed to take because I had paid attention to the people that were over me, to where when decisions needed to come, I was able to make those decisions with little to no supervision.
And the thing is, some of that stuff was like, even though if you had the basics, maybe you didn't know what it was going to wind up being, but you knew, hey, this leg needs to go on that table, and this is the screw you use to put on it. Now, Grandpa might have come later and said, this is the proper color varnish that we're going to finish it off with. But you did what was in front of you to do. And I think that's often what people do is they use, and I'm going to offend some people, they use laziness to dictate, well, I'm waiting on God, man. Because you want to sound spiritual. You know, I'm just waiting on Jesus. I'm sure Jesus has a plan. Yeah, he does, but he also said, okay, well, there's things, like he told Moses, what do you have in your hand? He had a staff. Like, okay, you got that. Use that. So it's like sometimes we're neglecting to go to step one because we want to feel pious, like we're just waiting on God to tell us.
Well, and even as we talked about last week with Abraham, when he took his son up on the mountain.
Exactly.
He could have said, I
don't know all the steps here.
Yeah, I maybe I should stop because God didn't tell me exactly which mountain to go to, and I need to wait for him to tell me which one it is before we start traveling. And, I know he said that I was going to have to sacrifice my son, but I don't necessarily believe him. And, maybe I should just wait here until God changes his mind.
Or when the ram was there, you want me to use this ram? Or are you going to send another one?
But
at you first, imagine Jesus pulling his hair out?
But at first you said my son.
I know.
And
the Lord just walks away. He's like, I'm done. Go ahead, kill the boy and jump off the mountain. I'm done.
And the ram was going to just take over. But we do this all the time.
Yep.
Where we don't know if we can handle it. And I think that's why we are so driven by, again, like what you see up top here, is we're so driven by the excitement of things that, it must be God because I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
It must be this because I'm driven into it.
Yep.
It must be this because it's a great opportunity. It must be this because I enjoy it. When in fact, you're mistaking all of that excitement, enjoyment, and everything for a passion.
And many of us make those bad understands and decisions because of our lack of discernment. I mean, this is really knowing the difference is really discernment. You know, should I take A or B? And the problem is when you don't have discernment, uh, sometimes you just sit and do neither because you're indecisive. Because like even the things that are right in front of you to do, it's like telling a kid, right? You tell the kid, "Oh, when I come back, that house better be clean." And the kids, you come back and the kid's sitting on the couch. You say, "Well, you know what? I didn't know where to start."
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, you mean to tell me that the bathroom is dirty, the dishes aren't washed, the trash isn't out, so you didn't do any of that stuff because you didn't know where to start. It's like I don't need to give you the roadmap. Your grandpa didn't need to give you the roadmap about how to build a table because you knew four legs have to get on that table. So that's what you already knew. Now the nuance, the finalizing stuff, when grandpa walks in at the end of the day when the legs are on the table, it's sanded and all that good stuff. Now he puts the finishing touch on it to make it the masterpiece that what was in his mind. Same as the Lord. Uh, there's certain things that are before us to do, and we can't neglect to do those things because God hasn't lit up every little spot in the path. Sometimes you just got to do what's before you to do that, and the Lord will keep illuminating other spots on the road. But we don't just sit there in the middle of the road waiting on the chariot to run us over. You got to get going at some of it, right?
So one thing I find is a lot of us struggle with this when it comes to passion. And I feel like this is one of the things that differentiate passion and excitement is we struggle with imposter syndrome.
Mm, unpack that.
So, one of the things, if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, by definition, an internal experience of believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you to be.
Wow. Dude, I could see that.
And the reason I feel like this is a huge differentiator between passion, this is what kind of makes you realize that you are passionate about something, is because you've humbled yourself so much, because you've understood that what you're in is a learning experience. Like I know guys that are just absolutely beasts when it comes to drums and keyboards and music in general. And you see passion. You don't see excitement. That's a adjective within or a symptom.
Like your friend that plays the piano and stuff, you can see it. It's clear.
And but it's a symptom of the passion. And the thing about about passion is you humble yourself to realize that you may never perfect what it is you're doing, but you want everything in you wants to learn it more and more and more. You want to get better at it more and more and more. You never want to quit. And even when things get hard, you never stop. You never let go. That's passion.
Right.
Excitement dies when things get hard. Excitement dies when there's no money in the bank. Excitement dies when you don't have the things that are as cool as the person next to you.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
So imposter syndrome comes in because there are times when we get to a point and we sit there and we're like, somebody will say something to you about, man, like you're so great, and sorry, we just heard something off. I'm not the only
There's
one.
The ghost of Christmas past in here.
That's
what I told you earlier. Remember what I said?
I was gonna say I did not. I know I didn't. I'm not losing my mind. Apparently we're not alone. So but anyways, I had somebody tell me that um like a video or something I did
Mm-hmm.
that I edited was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I could do was I was like, yeah, okay.
I know because I've been one of the ones that said something like that. And he's like, yeah, it was whatever. It's okay.
Because in my mind, like we're the hardest critics. But when we see how other people do things and we see how great they are up here and we're just like, yeah, like
I can get by.
yeah, it's like I mean that's all I can
You
do.
just dunked on 4 people. Yeah, but they were little.
But you wouldn't say that if you were just excited about it. If you were just
I see you run around patting yourself on the back.
if you were just excited about it, you just dunked on 4 people.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's me.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I did that.
When you really do have a passion for something, I normally see those people. They keep working at that craft, no matter how good they get. I mean, like I watched a documentary on like and it was not a documentary, but just like a video a guy put together about like Kobe Bryant, and it said about how he lost the championship, even though he was like at the pinnacle of his career. They lost the championship, and the season that just ended, this guy like was up early in the morning and had shot hundreds of shots before anybody else was even awake, because that was not just excitement. He was passionate about winning and playing the game of basketball because he loved it. So,
And it
so that was just I thought that was amazing, and that speaks exactly to what you're saying. The allure of the championship was gone. He couldn't win it anymore. But he was out shooting jump shot after jump shot after jump shot because his passion was basketball. And he was going to make sure that he was as good as he could possibly be at it.
you never find. I'm about to hurt some of y'all's feelings.
Mine already hurt. Go ahead, turn the volume up. Say it loud. Like you know how the rappers say, give me a little more volume in my headphones. Come on, go ahead and say it.
I'm saying it right on the screen.
I don't even want to talk about it, man. You're gonna write something like that.
Oh, sorry. What was your New Year's resolution? This is the difference between passion and excitement.
Yeah, that plays out every year.
Every year,
Without
hundreds of thousands of people,
millions.
millions of people go to the gym. 2 days after New Year's, because they flooded Target, they flooded Walmart, J.C. Penney's, Kohl's, you name it, got all their workout stuff, got their gym bag,
looking fly,
got the sweatsuits, because I'm going to lose weight this year.
When the last time we went?
Shut up.
That's what I've been over here laughing about.
Hey, actually, I just went the other day.
Oh, okay. You just put me out there by myself.
But they go because they're excited about the new year. A new me, a new you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm with Henry. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But we do this every year. We put out this excitement to start afresh, to start anew. But there's no passion to drive it. So we go for a week. You may even go for 2 weeks. Good for you.
I know, right?
And guess what? You ate nothing but chicken and tofu.
Now you're just full of gas.
There's this thing called the potato diet. You ever want to find out if your weight loss is really passion or if it's just excitement driven? Go on the potato diet.
What's that?
I guarantee you're going to find out within 5 hours.
What's a potato diet?
You can eat nothing but potatoes. Period. Like, that's it. And you can't season them with salt.
Man.
You get, what is it? Mrs. Dash. That's it. You can't fry it. You can boil it, or you can cook it in water or bake it.
Boiling is cooking in water.
Well, no, like in a frying pan, like you can use water instead
like
of
saute
oil.
it.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
that's
Nobody
it.
got time for that.
Me and Becca did this. We didn't even. I don't even think we made it 8 hours.
Oh, potato! Why would you do that?
Because we were. Somebody told us.
You guys are lunatics.
Somebody told us it was a great way to lose weight, and and they lied.
It's a great way to give up.
We gave up super fast.
I bet you did. That's like somebody saying, "Well, Kate, only thing you can eat is Brussels sprouts." Like, I'll pass.
Right.
I'll be fat and happy and live to 30 and die
Right.
if I do all Brussels sprouts.
So, but we do all this. We get, and then 2 weeks into it, because it got hard. Because now you want your soda.
Yep.
Now you want your ice cream.
You mean I gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning?
The big man. Oh yeah. Now and I'm losing sleep now because I don't want to give up me going to bed early. Like I want to go to bed as late as I want.
Yep. You know that show I watch comes on at 11:30.
Right. But there's no passion driving it.
Mm-hmm. True.
All of these things are empty excitement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Passion will cause you to drop some other stuff to allot some time for this.
There's this thing. I put it in my sermon once, and it's always kind of stuck with me ever since. But what you think about the most is what you care about the most.
That's true.
So if you're constantly thinking about money, that's what you care about the most. Whatever floods your mind is what you are the most passionate about. If you are you can't stop thinking about your family. You are passionate about your family. If you cannot stop thinking about money, you are passionate about money.
I can definitely get that.
Excitement only fills your mind for a season. Passion never leaves it. Even after other things that are exciting come and go, you'll never stop. You'll always come back to passion. That's the difference. So what are you doing in your life? Are you serving in passion, or are you serving in excitement? This kind of goes with what we talked. Well, this 100% goes with what we were talking about last week. Is when you accept a position, you accept it because you've been called to it. Because it's a passion. You don't accept it because you're excited that the pastor chose you.
Right, yeah. Yep. And he brung you on stage and told everybody you were going to do it. You know, I'm the new deacon board member.
Before you even knew.
Yep.
Don't allow yourself to fall into excitement without the passion.
Yeah. And you know what another teller for that excitement thing is? Are you doing it because you're seeking the light? Are you seeking praise and the light and being on stage? Or are you doing it because it's a heartfelt thing that you feel called to do, pressed to do, gifted to do? So all of those things have to play in. And I don't think you can really be genuinely passionate about something if you're just doing it for the light. You see all of these, you think about how many stars have attained everything, every monetary thing that they can do or imagine, been to every hotel or resort that they do, and a lot of them, what they do, they commit suicide and stuff because that's not really what they're passionate about. And in some cases, it's just, now I feel empty. Okay, I won the Super Bowl. Now what? I won the championship. Now what? I got the promotion. Now I'm like, a partner in this law firm. Now what? Now that I've got that, now what? now that I married this beautiful, woman or this really good looking guy, now what? Now that stuff wanes, and then what you're really passionate about probably has been pushed, excuse me, pushed off years before. So it's a really tough thing. Yeah, I think that if we don't start dialing back and getting to what we are passionate about and making some changes to put that in the forefront, we're gonna wind up making some really, really poor choices.
I hear you. So our send off, our go out there and do things moment for you is really dive into what you're passionate
Mm.
about. Let go of the other things that just excite you.
Mm-hmm.
Because end of the day, passion is what's going to make you happy. And being passionate about the right things. That's going to be
Yeah.
a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
But ultimately, allow God to be your passion. Dive into the word. Get excited
Mm-hmm.
about that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Allow that relationship to drive the passion within.
Right.
Because if we focus our passion on the wrong and our excitement on the wrong things, and we allow the wrong things to come into our life, that's where we start to stray from what's where our true happiness is coming from.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And I think too, it's you have to seek to try to know, who you really are, so that you can, if you start to dial that who I really am in, then I think you can better understand what your passions are, and also what are your pitfalls. It's like we've talked a couple times. Like for me, I can't be alone. Just can't. If I'm off to myself too long, I'm off doing something dumb. So I know that knowing that allows me then to allow connections to happen. And so, like, even in this forum, I would not be doing this had I not entertained, this whole relationship thing, like kind of how we even met. Had I not embraced to say, okay, well, I know if I isolate myself, I might have a temporal happiness because, yeah, I'm just off doing my own thing. But at the end of the day, that's not what makes me better. So, me being better is being in community, which allows me to further see what my passions are. Like, I enjoy doing this, but without knowing myself and knowing what I need to stay away from, this doesn't exist, if that makes sense.
No, I hear you. I'm excited about this. This is my passion.
Everyone can tell because you've been doodling the whole time.
And, I'm
You're such a jerk.
Stop moving around. You're making this really difficult.
That's why I'm trying to move around.
I was trying. I was
Make
gonna.
it hard
I was
for
gonna
you.
draw something. I was gonna give him some accessories. No. I. This is a passion, and the thing is I've allowed myself to be spread so thin that I lose the excitement in this at times,
Mm,
and I need to work on that.
mm-hmm,
That's my thing. Is
mm-hmm.
um,
It's a part of knowing yourself.
you know, one digital church could be leaps and bounds farther than what it is now if I allowed myself to let the passion drive me over the excitement
Mm-hmm,
of other little things. So
mm-hmm,
when we talk to you, I'm talking to me,
mm-hmm,
because I have allowed myself to fall subject to excitement in the wrong places.
Hmm. Yeah, but I can see the growth too. I've seen some things that you've actually turned away from to devote more of your energy because we're people like to think that, oh, like we all think we're 15 forever, like we have all of this energy to devote to everything.
Yeah.
Uh, Trust me, you ain't. You might want to be, but you ain't. And the thing is, you only have so much energy in your storehouse to put out. And if you're gonna continue being in praise and worship, and you're gonna continue trying to learn the piano, the accordion, the bagpipes, the this, the that, what you're gonna be is you're gonna be excited about a whole lot of stuff, and you're gonna get to learn a lot of stuff. Like you called yourself, what is a hyperpotentialite? What is it? What is it?
Hyperpotentialite.
I don't know. What is it?
A
A multi
multi-potentialite.
multi potentialite. So what is that? That is Kyle getting to understand who Kyle is, so then Kyle can now dial that back, and then put your efforts into something that actually is a passion. Because otherwise, you get enthralled and excited about learning stuff all the time, and the learning stuff all the time is not Kyle at Kyle's best.
Actually, I will say there's. I'd like to correct that last statement.
Mm-hmm.
Learning multiple things at a given time
Mm-hmm.
is not a person at their best. Focusing
Mm-hmm.
and learning one thing
Mm-hmm.
is where a person is at their best.
Mm-hmm. It's not
Learn,
bad learning everything, but
learning,
devoting all of that time to all of them, that really can be
but not
heavy.
even that. But I just think learning in general is
Mm-hmm.
an amazing thing if
Mm-hmm.
it done the right way.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us, and you might not be like this, but you might not be like me. You might be more like a Henry. Um, I don't know what that actually meant,
I don't even
but
know what that is.
um,
That might be a bad thing.
but maybe you're more of a like I want to learn. I love learning new things. There's the world is out there, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to learn how it works and everything in it. And you find yourself watching YouTube tutorial and you fall down this path of
Mm-hmm.
watching tutorials.
Oh yeah.
I'm super guilty of it right
Yeah,
now.
that's a long rabbit trail there.
But I will say I have dialed my YouTube learning
Mm-hmm.
to topical.
Yeah.
So now I'm on one thing, and I'm making this my focus. Uh, but that wasn't always the case, and I feel like a lot of us out there are the same, where we are constantly falling down this rabbit trail of, ooh, that looks cool over there, and that looks cool over there, and that looks
Mm-hmm.
cool over there,
Yep.
and I want to learn a little bit about that, and
Mm-hmm.
learning a little bit is fine,
Mm-hmm.
but engrossing yourself into it and just almost getting to the point of where it's unbearable
Mm-hmm.
of you to continue down that path because it's tearing the other things in your life apart.
Yep.
Um, Step away from that.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said, as we close this up, go out there, find your passion, your true passion, the thing that drives you even when things hurt the most. Find it, hold on to it, and drive forward with it. And you know what? This could have been another drive series
Yeah.
episode to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been. Dang it. But you live, you learn. Um, but that's what we have for you. That's all we have for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed me drawing on the screen.
As much as he enjoyed drawing on
No,
it.
leave it in the comments. Like, what do you think? What should we talk about? What's been bothering you
Mm-hmm.
that you think we should talk about in the near future? And um, we really want to help make this community driven. So it's not us just talking about things that you guys don't really want to talk about.
Yeah. Do you want to see me try to get fired again?
I mean,
I enjoy it.
he's actually been really good, guys. I mean, not too, he must
That's
be.
a relative
He's
statement.
probably hiding something.
That's a relative statement.
Um,
Like me being good, I mean, that's a sliding scale.
I'll have to do a
Random drug check.
something,
What is he hiding in those pockets?
something just to figure out
He's always scratching now.
a random Snickers check or something.
A Snickers check. That's why I haven't been to the gym.
uh,
I feel like, here, what is this? Ooh, it's a shrimp.
right. But we love you guys. We care about you guys, and we really want to see you guys do better. We want to see ourselves do better, and we want to be better for you. So if you guys have anything that you'd like to share with us, anything that you want to, blast us for, do it in the comments. That's what they're there for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon, so you get notifications of when we go live.
Yeah.
And if you're on Facebook, share our videos. Anything else?
No, that's good. I'm gonna go find something to be passionate about. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is. All right, y'all. You have a wonderful night, and God bless.
Peace.